Well, hello there, you sweet, sweet toe beans. It's your boy, them curvy toes. I'm back from the almost dead. First and foremost, there's two things that I really want to say to you guys. Number one is thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all y'all that have stuck around and sent me some love and some well wishes throughout this process. Number two is I am sorry. I have been incommunicado for like 5-6 months now. Life has been on fire, but that's not fair to you guys. I should have said something, even if it was just a post or something like that. So, God forbid this ever happens again, something of this caliber, I will do my best to be more communicative in the future. So, I think the purpose of today's video is just kind of let y'all know what's been going on, where I'm at, where the future of the channel lies. I just have a run of Vampire Survivors recorded in the background, just so I can kind of focus on the talking points. I actually tried to record this while actively playing a game. It did not go well. Y'all know me. I can barely task, let alone multitask. So, first and foremost, the reason for my absence is a lot of different factors kind of compounded. The number one, I'd say most prevalent one, is if you guys remember a while back when I had gone MIA last time, there had been some discussion, some talk, some whispers, as it were, of health issues. That has kind of been more at the forefront here. I'm not a doctor. I'm going to do my best to give you like a layman's explanation of what's been going on here. My spine exploded. That's not really medically accurate, but imagine, if you will, you got your spine, right, and you got your vertebrae, and the vertebrae holds all these like squishy bits inside. And so what happened is all of these squishy bits that were inside the spine made their way out. They just went right up, exploded out the spine, and the spine was like, oh God, what do we do with that? So I ended up needing a very invasive back surgery. Again, this is actually the second time that this has happened. First time was about 7 to 8 years ago. It sucks. It sucked. It was not fun. I was incoherent for a good chunk of that. Couldn't walk, couldn't really do anything, and of course you got to fuck around with all the insurance companies and whatnot. Had to move back in with my folks for a bit, which as a 33-year-old man is not my favorite. I love my folks dearly, right? Some of my favorite people in the world. I don't want to live with them. But at the end of the day, health-wise, myself, I'm on the mend. I'm doing okay. I'm gonna be back to work here, like normal rat bashing work in the near future. Executive producers are doing great. They're still dumb as bricks, a lot of them, but I love them dearly, and they're all doing fine health-wise. So the second kind of compounding factor was issues with my computer. So I have not been to work since November. So I ended up having to do a lot of freelancing just to, make sure ends kind of meet. There's a lot of medical bills that come with getting all this stuff done. Some audio engineering, some graphic design, some video editing, basically anything that I could do that wasn't physical, that I could sit in a chair and do. Luckily, I've honed that skill set, those skill sets a bit over the years here. I'm certainly not bringing home what I would bashing rats, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I haven't been evicted. Neither myself nor the executive producers have starved. But beans. Then I had a hard drive go out, my D drive, which had just all of my recording stuff. All of my music stuff, basically everything that I use for content creation was on my D drive, and my D drive died, and it was very difficult to try and get everything off of that, and I did what I could, and then as I'm getting it back to where it needs to go, my CPU started dying. Apparently there's a problem with this generation. Well, with that generation, I don't have it anymore of Intel processors. So I took it to a local computer shop. I was like, listen, I can fuck around with hard drives and stuff. I'm not installing a CPU. I'm not that technically minded. I'm not that handy, quite honestly. And so it cost a lot of money to get my CPU replaced with an AMD. Because now I have zero faith in Intel. And then these people that worked at the computer shop stole the hard drive that I had somehow fixed-ish. There was just a hard drive missing, and it was the worst cable management I've ever seen. There's still some vestiges of that. I'm looking at it right now, and God, it was just awful. And I got a receipt for the computer, right? I was like, all right, I don't want them stealing it. I didn't think to get a receipt for like the individual pieces and whatnot. They were like, no, there's only one hard drive in there. And so I didn't really have any legal recourse or a leg to stand on. They just stole a shitty 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm not sure why, but I did get a functioning computer out of it. It cost me a shit ton of money. And I got kind of robbed blind, quite honestly. But I have a functional computer. And so that's where this brings us to today. Everything is kind of on the upswing now. All of the ambiguity is kind of getting ironed out. I have a rough date for mid-April when I'm going to be going back to like normal work, which will take care of a lot of the financial freaking out. Because I don't want to live off my savings, right? I'm trying to buy a house to fill with even more executive producers, and so I don't want to touch what has been essentially established for that. I mean, it's there for a reason, right? It's a savings account in case the shit hits the fan, which is about up there with the hardest my shit has ever hit the fan. I don't know who's shitting in fans or why anyone has ever come up with that phrase, but it seems applicable. In terms of content going forward, I definitely want to still create for y'all. I have no idea what this is going to look like because especially once I get back to work, I am going to be working like a fucking demon to make up for lost time for this year. I got a financial goal that I'm trying to hit. Like I said, buying a house, and I do not want my poor supple spine. Well, I guess it's not supple. That's the issue, right? I do not want that gumming up the works. That's neither here nor there. It's not really applicable to the channel. I just wanted to be as transparent with you guys as possible and let you know where I'm at. I have been financially and physically just absolutely devastated throughout this process, but we're on the upswing. There's been a lot of other stuff going on as well, a little closer to like the personal side of things. Some of it implicates other people. I don't really want to talk about that. It's been rough. It's been a rough 5-6 months. Your guys' comments have kept me going. So thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my cold, dead little heart. I've gotten to catch up on a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to do in the past, though. I've read a lot of books because I couldn't really like play games. I was too like stupid after surgery. But I could read, and so I've actually read the entirety. I'm on book 7 right now of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which I don't know if any of y'all are like readers. That shit is so good. Absolutely blown away. I've gotten to reestablish and rekindle some relationships with some homies that I haven't seen in a while. I've gotten to pursue some other avenues, and I think actually hone my skill set of content creation in the most roundabout way. But I think I've gotten to be a little bit better of a content creator. I mean, I'm still me. If you liked what I did before, it's still gonna be me. If you didn't like what I did before, it's still gonna be me. And for that, you're welcome, or I'm sorry, whichever one seems most applicable. Going forward, I know this is all over the place and just like a random rant, so I truly am sorry. This is all off the top of my head. I'm going to be creating content. No idea what the schedule is going to look like. Certainly not going to be daily. I might not even be like an every other day thing. I don't know, but I have so many games that I want to play for you guys. I have ideas for runs and challenges all over the place. Suffice it to say, I will be getting those up. I'm actually going to have something probably come up about an hour after this video goes live, just so you don't, the only video I have isn't just me like ranting about poor me over some B footage of Vampire Survivors. But I think that that about wraps up where I'm at. If you guys do have any questions, please, you know, let me know in the comments. I'm good. I'm good, and I think that that's the coolest part of all of this. I'm very grateful for you guys, for all the people in my personal life that have helped me out through this kind of long and arduous process. I'm nearing the light at the end of the tunnel, not in the dying way, thank God. But we're gonna be getting back to business as normal here. I love you guys seriously so much. So much. You are all the best. I couldn't ask for a better fan base.